Hi, I'm Tina Piermarini. Welcome to Tina Cooks. Today we're at Sholin Farms. We're going to pick some apples. We're going to go back to the house and make some apple crisp. They have Cortlands and Macs and McGowans and all kinds of apples to pick from. The apple trees in the fields are in really good shape. They're mowed and clean. They've done a great job up here with the apple. It's apple season, so make sure you come and pick. Let's go find some good apples.
The first 2 rows will be red Cortlands.
Okay.
I'll go back down there.
Okay, excellent. All right, I'll head that way. That's Uncle Emil. He's gonna show us where all the good Cortland apples are at. He works very hard at the farm. This is a great thing that Leominster can have a farm like this. We're on the hunt for the great Cortland apple. I like Cortlands in my apple crisp. I love Macintosh. Cortlands are especially good. Empires are good too, but that's a later apple. You get those first. So these are the Corties.
Now look, you see, they've been picking quite a bit.
Yes,
see?
they have been.
We got a lot of Cortlands. We got some more Cortlands up.
Carl, you're going to have to get up in that tree. Look at all those apples.
Look at all up there, look.
Oh, wow. We got a nice little cluster right here, too.
You see, they've been picking here.
Yes,
but
they have been.
If you go down the boat road, I'm sure
Yeah.
you're going to find some thing I can wear. So.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to grab...
They're large.
Yeah.
They're large this year, same as last year.
Yeah. Twist it. Yep. I went apple picking with my kids every year when they were in elementary school. Every time I could go picking, I did. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's a nice big one. I'm going to go make some apple crisp. Because, yeah, I had a cooking class this summer with the kids through the rec department. And apple crisp is one of the things that I taught them. And I want to feature the kids, you know, doing... Yep. I know, I wish I had a ladder. I'd like to get in it. Can you? Here, let me get you. Yep.
You take and put 4 apples in the bottom of the bag.
Yeah.
4 apples.
Yeah.
By putting 4 apples in
Yeah.
the bottom of the bag, you're going to get a lot more apples in that bag.
Okay, cool. Great. I'm getting apple picking lessons. 4 apples in the bottom of the bag.
Jesus, I'm surprised they picked so damn many Cortlands.
Yeah, well,
They're
Cortlands,
up there.
you know what it is? They're really, really good for the apple pie and apple crisp.
As far as I'm concerned, that's the best pie apple.
Is a Cortland.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't go across that.
No, I'm not. I'm going to scoot down this side
That's right.
because there's a big cluster right there I can see.
These have been sprayed or not.
Okay, well, I'm going to come over here because there's a nice grouping. Right, nice grouping right here. Yeah, see right here? These are all pretty good size in here. Wow.
See them now?
Yeah.
Look at the bunch you got down on your
Yep.
down here too.
I'm just trying to twist without killing the leaves in here.
You know what they say?
What?
If an apple, you twist an apple and you don't want to come off, that means it's not ripe.
It's not ripe yet, okay?
That's what it is.
There we go. I'm twisting, Carl. See me twisting?
Some
Ooh.
may come with the stem, some may not.
Yeah, I just got to get under here a minute because this is a beauty. Right here, yeah. These apples are giant. What? Yeah, I use about 8. 9 apples to make a pie. That's the rule of thumb, huh, Uncle Emil? Oh, wow. I got a monster. Cool. See? Oh, yeah, excellent. Great. I think that bag is pretty darn full.
Oh, you can put more in there.
Oh, wow. Now we got to go find some Macs for my mother. She wants... Yeah. She likes to poach them with diet soda.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, what you do is you peel them and you core them.
Yeah.
And you put them with a little bit of cinnamon or an apple pie spice.
Yeah.
And you use like a diet ginger ale or a diet black cherry.
Yeah.
And you bake them in the oven. Oh, they're delicious and they're sugar-free because
right.
you're using the diet soda.
There's enough sugar in the apple in it.
Yes, yeah. Well, the black cherry soda just gives it a little taste.
Yeah, right.
A little different edge.
Look at them up there. Look.
They unbelievable. You guys got to see these. Carl, come over here and look at these apples. You got about maybe 15, 20 pies in this tree.
4 bushels to the tree.
Yeah.
Last year we picked about 9,000 bushels.
Wow, 9,000 bushels of apples. Oh.
But too bad we don't have a good outlet for them.
I know. I'm just getting these because my mother wants to bake them with her.
Look at the size. Look at the size. Oh, you got small bags.
Yeah, she just wanted 6 or 7 of them. She didn't want a lot. I'm gonna fit one more over here and then I'm gonna
put some in your pocket. Your hip pocket.
No, it's okay.
Your pocket, whatever.
I'll just give her that. She'll be happy with that. The reason why I bought the Max is my mother is diabetic, but she loves apple pie and apple treats. So what she does, what we do, is we take the apples, peel them, core them. You can use apple pie spice, maybe a teaspoon or so, or just plain cinnamon. You sprinkle them on the top, you put them in a baking dish. You use a diet black cherry or a raspberry ginger ale and bake the apples around 350, maybe 375, a little bit higher. Cover them up and they bake just like an apple pie and they're sugar-free. It's a nice natural sugar you get. There is still sugar in the apples, but it's a great treat she loves. It's a huge orchard. Everybody come and pick apples. There's tons of apples, and they're fairly reasonable. Okay, so we're back from the farm and we're going to make an apple crisp, which we also did in class. I'm going to cut and clean the apples and prepare them. And while I'm cutting and cleaning the apples, you can see how the kids did. These apples are beautifully white. They smell excellent. They're very, very fresh. Nothing like a nice, fresh picked apple in the fall.
Goodbye,
Ryan, girls, Ryan is going to be passing out your apple crisp tins. Now what you're going to do, these tins are sprayed with a little bit of Pam, and you're going to slice your apples nice and thin in them, okay? Also on your table, excuse me, I'm speaking, you're going to see some lemon wedges. You're going to take those lemon wedges and you're going to squeeze them over your apples. Make sure you pick the seeds out. You don't want to eat seeds. They don't taste real good, okay? And then, in the middle of the table, there is a bowl with cinnamon and sugar. So you're going to take your apples, you're going to slice them thin, you're going to sprinkle them with your lemon, and then put some cinnamon and sugar on it. Okay, now before the apples get too yellow, too brown, we're going to squirt a little bit of lemon juice in there. All right, now I would say that's about a teaspoon of lemon juice, okay? Now during the fall season, apple season, I always have a little cinnamon, sugar, and apple pie spice. I use about 2-3 tablespoons of sugar, a heaping teaspoon of cinnamon, and about a teaspoon of apple pie spice. And I like to just keep it mixed because you never know when you're going to need it for a pie or baked apples and I always add a little extra kick of apple pie spice. This is a great spice. It's got quite a few things in here. And there we go. I'm also going to add about a tablespoon of flour. All right, I like a little flour on my apples because what I'm going to do is I'm going to let these apples sit a little bit and the juice is going to come out of them. And the flour will kind of like thicken that juice up. Just a tish, not much. Oh, this is a good, I used 8 big apples. So you figure they were probably about 1.5 cups each. So I'd say 8 to 10 cups. Because this is a big bowl count. So I do want a little more cinnamon in there. It's just not cinnamony for me. All right, so just give me 1 second to open my cinnamon. You want your apples to smell good, so they taste good. So I would go with an extra teaspoon, half a teaspoon or so, teaspoon of cinnamon. And I season my apples before I put them in my crisp. I season them when I do my apple pies too. Okay. The lemon will stop them from turning brown. All right, we're going to let these set. We're going to take a 2-minute break, and we'll be right back. Okay, you just keep sprinkling it around till you got it all in there. Okay? Work this way. There you go. Yeah, that's good. All you do is take it and go like this now. All of it? Sprinkle it nice. Yeah. All the way around, nice, and just do a nice even layer. You know what I'm saying? Try not to clump it in one spot. No mashing, okay? So what you're doing is you're making your butter melt, and everything's clumping on it, okay? So now you want to put a nice layer of oatmeal mix on top of your apples. You are going to use the whole bowl. Make sure your apples are all covered, okay? Yes, use the whole bowl. That's the idea.
You scared me. You just ate it.
Alrighty, you're going to take little chunks. Almost put a little dab for each bite you're going to take. You know what I'm saying? That way it helps your oatmeal so it's not dry. Yeah, all the way around your oatmeal. Alright, here's your butter. I'm going to show you now, girls. Take a little chunk. Well, I mean, you can use your knife if you want to, but, you know, it's
that's
just
not as fun.
It reminds me of bananas. It's just,
I've never even seen a banana slug. What's a banana slug? Well, that's a little small piece of butter. There's no slugs on there. I'm not you guys. Okay.
also fat.
So this is how I want. Well, you know what? Just cut it with your knife and use it. I'll show you what you can do. Yes. You want it like per bite, okay?
Can I do it?
This is what we're going to do for Miss I'm scared of banana slugs over here. Take your knife. Okay? No, you can handle this. Watch. Oh my goodness. Honest to God.
You girls are crazy.
No kidding. I got one that everything grosses her out. These guys are never going to be good chefs. I can't even. Listen, you want to know some of the stuff I've had to do in culinary school? I had to carve a side of beef. Yeah. You ever have to, I had to prepare chickens. That's a whole new world. Cut
Butter
their
and
ends.
meat are like the worst things on earth.
Well, see what I'm doing? You don't even have to touch it. Just pick it up with your knife. See? I'm working around your fears.
How many
See?
pieces of butter do you have to use?
You need at least 2 or 3 of them because you want it all covered because what the butter's going to do is keep your oatmeal nice and moist. Well, I've got as many apples as I brought, so you'll have. Does anybody know if there's a brownie No, I just No. We'll just leave it the way it is.
the plastic. I want to be the last one to use it because I'm
Okay, we're gonna start with our topping. I doubled the recipe because the kids made a smaller batch. I'm gonna go with a 1/2 cup or a stick of butter. I'm gonna use 3/4 cups of brown sugar. I push the brown sugar down. I like a heavy pack. I'm gonna use a cup of flour. Okay. Now I'm not a person who likes a lot of oatmeal and an apple crisp. I like the brown sugar, the butter, and the flour. But I figured the kids probably liked the oatmeal, so we incorporated a little bit of oatmeal. Now to say this is a recipe I got out of a book, no, I took 2 or 3 different recipes and I mixed them together. I do that sometimes because I like one idea out of one recipe and another idea out of another recipe. Now when you're working with this butter, you want it to almost be like a pie crust dough, mealy, and you want to work it in, okay? I do want to season this a tish, but not too much. I'm leaving it a little buttery because I am going to add a cup of oatmeal. I'm not going to add a ton of oatmeal because I'm just not an oatmeal eater. All right, so we're going to take a cup of oatmeal. Now, if you feel it's too buttery, if you are used to a recipe that you like your apple crisp, definitely use it. I also work by feel. Yeah, this is going to be good. And what I'm going to do, I like to smell it too. I'm just going to use some the cinnamon and sugar. I'm going to use about a tablespoon or so. Let me see. We'll measure it today. See how we do measuring. Yeah, that's about good. I don't like to use too much sugar in one of these dishes. I'm going to use a little sprig of cinnamon, just a little shake. And I'm going to use a little shake of apple pie spice. And that should do it. Because you have your apples seasoned, but I like my crumble seasoned. Okay, and this is basically it. It's going to be a buttery, it is a buttery crumble. But that's the way I like it. Okay, so now, I'm just going to take this and put this on this cover. I'm going to take my roasting pan and I'm going to spray it down with some Pam. Okay, and I'm going to take my apples and I'm going to dump them in the pan like this. I like it kind of full because the apples are going to shrink down. Now if you don't use all this apple crisp mixture, I freeze it. I freeze it in a bag. Oh, my shirt is getting all crushed. I freeze it in a bag. I also put it on muffins. You can mix it with pears and blueberries. That makes a good crumble too. Or peaches. And you just work that all the way around. Like so. Actually, I'm probably going to use it all. Maybe I'll reserve that. I'm also going to dab it with butter. Okay, let me just grab some butter. Okay. Now we're gonna dab this with butter. Okay. Those are big dabs. You wanna do little dabs. Some of the kids, they had so much butter on their apple crisp. They were gonna have a buttery apple crisp. We had a lot of fun in that class. I enjoyed those kids. Totally, they were a blast. My daughter Gina helped me, and Katie Fitzpatrick, and my nephew Ryan Pelletier. We just had so much fun with those kids. This is going to go in a 375-degree oven. I'm going to bake it about 20-25 minutes, and we'll be back. Alrighty, we're back. The apple crisp is cooked. I'm going to burn my face off when I take it out of the oven. Okay. Now, what I failed to tell you, when we put the apple crisp in the oven, is you need to cover it with tin foil for the first 15 to 20 minutes. Because this will all get too dark. So you cover it up for the first 15, 20 minutes, and then you let it brown up. Okay, we're gonna serve up this apple crisp, okay? I have Gina and Heather here to help me enjoy the apple crisp. This is really hot, it's right out of the oven, so everything you put on it is going to melt. But that's okay. We're going to take a scoop of vanilla ice cream. You can use ice cream, you can use whipped cream. Okay, we'll give this one to Gina. And then we're going to give one to Heather. Stay up here, guys. Of course, you guys take a bite out of this, you're going to burn your face off, so blow on it. This is Heather's. Okay, now tell me what you think. Now burn your mouths off. Go easy, blow on it. Everybody wonders who eats my food. My kids eat my food. Excellent. That's apple crisp. Thank you for watching Tina Cooks. Have a good night. Ah! There's a bug. I hate bugs. Sorry. It was in my face over here stinging me. Oh, my hair is all over the place. Oops, I dropped an apple. Wait. I don't like that one. That one's got a flat coulis. I like a nice plump coulis on an apple. Picking my apples. Oh! Crimini's cow.